It's expensive, ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
On the ready?
Throwing to start here is Tua. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Get ready. Get ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bills at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Let's go. Yes. Yes. Wait.
Hands it off out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. After 7-0 on the Ace. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Here comes Pettis on the return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Lance's throw caught by Gray. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Room here to run. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And Lance now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's McLeod on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who are liable to take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Down.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Three tight ends up front here. Third and goal. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the sack on first down, Lance. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On first down, Lance. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On the set.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
52 blaster. Blaster, 6.
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go. Black Ultra.
Tua, the final shot before half. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Okay,
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Lance looking to throw it. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. On the jet sweep, this is Marshall. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. On second down, they'll run it here. And some room to maneuver. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Here's Lance to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Throwing now is Lance. They'll roll him out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick circle.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Draymond Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's third and goal. Here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Chase Claypool from 7 17 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Nick Bonito in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On the return is Pettis. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And they will take over first and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That last drive was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 3 quarters in the books. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Lance. On target to his man, Likely. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Now Lance. That's complete left side to Gray. Touchdown! A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Tua now on first down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Tua. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here's Tua. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Swift, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll just take a seat in the driver to get at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. You think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it? You got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Lance back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Lance and company going on 4th down. Flushed out right. Able to find Gray here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.